Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Synchronized shoulder.
Oh, wait.
Synchronized shoulder. Fade it out, though. Fade it out. Hey. Oh, look at this.
Hello, everyone.
Hola. Say hi, Tish.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to episode 4.
Oh, God.
We veterans out here.
Yeah.
We
We
is
veterans out
tired.
here.
Come through.
You know, do our thing.
Joan and Winnie and Joan.
And Tish today.
We have a special guest, our friend Tish.
Hello.
Hello, Tish. You want to say anything for the people? Your little nice little intro, did you?
How y'all doing out there? How y'all feel?
They feel good.
Oh,
They
okay.
feel good.
Y'all feel nice.
They look good.
You look good. You smell good.
You look clean. You look blessed.
You look blessed. Come on.
Oh, God. Praise him.
Worship.
Praise him.
Worship.
Praise him.
All right.
Oh, gosh. All right.
I don't know how we're going to get through this episode. These are the worst 3 people to put together. Okay.
All right. Well, today's episode
Uh-huh.
is called
All right.
The Only Plan B We Got is at the Pharmacy. And came about because me and Wendy were having a conversation
Per usual.
at the kitchen table. And we were talking about something, and somebody was making just bad life decisions and basically falling on to plan B after plan C to plan Z, whatever. Maybe adding more letters to the alphabet.
Really?
And I'm like, yo, it must be so nice because facts. She in bra sizes right now.
Right.
Double Ds.
It feels like
That's hilarious.
It's like, it must be nice because the only plan B I got is at the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like, as immigrants in America, we don't have, especially with certain statuses and at one point being illegal, we don't have the luxury of just
having a plan B.
something to fall back on.
Yeah.
Like
we don't.
family or government assistance, nothing.
Yeah. And also, if with that, our parents too, like, we were taught to, like, focus on one thing. Either you succeed in this or you succeed in this. And that's pretty much it. Or you succeed.
Or you die.
Or you die.
Or you die.
Or you're dead.
I mean, people graduated from college and becoming things like accountants, and their parents are still disappointed in them because you could be only doctor, lawyer, engineer.
Right, facts.
So,
Accountant, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we study liberal arts here.
Yeah.
Liberal arts up in these joints.
We social sciences out
Right.
here.
Bam.
Psychology.
Right.
The Millie Rock. With the Millie Rock.
Oh, gosh. But our friend Tish, she is not an immigrant like us. She actually is from North Carolina.
Americana.
Where are you from in NC?
Raleigh.
Rough Raleigh.
919.
Ratchet. That's
The OG city. Sir Walter Raleigh.
Oh, what? Is that a freestyle?
It's the city was named after him.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Raleigh's fun.
Oh, Lord have mercy. But yeah, so Tish is from here, so she has a different perspective and approaching things like that happen in life. And so, we haven't had come through just to kind of give a nice little juxtaposition.
That's a good word.
Come through.
I always like that word.
That's a nice
Juxtaposition.
word.
Like oxymoron.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Paper on these.
But yeah, so today we're gonna. What's the drink for today? When we can toast.
The drink for, I had a hard time trying to figure out the name of this drink. And I did not figure out the name of this drink. So I'm just going to say I'm pregnant. It's a margarita.
Are you pregnant?
I'm not pregnant. What are we drinking this about?
I was like,
No. Announcement, guys.
I'm
Oh, no.
and
It's the... No.
We do not condone pregnancy and
Because it's
drinking.
tequila. Usually when people say, when they drink tequila, they say it makes them do nasty things. So,
go pick up a plan B.
yeah, fact. I was trying to do something with plan B. I was like, this is not clever.
Oh,
I'm going to just call it I'm pregnant. It's not a catchy drink name.
Or
Like
you could just
last
call it
phrase.
the plan B.
The
I
plan.
did. It was just so dry.
Okay, let's just take a drink.
Tish,
Tish was drinking coffee.
My coffee's.
Go ahead and pick it up.
Go ahead. You can go
Can
get
I?
it. Yeah, no, go
I
ahead.
don't want this.
Go get the coffee.
It's okay.
Tish, go get your coffee.
Break.
You said break.
It's empty.
I got
You got
a swig left, bro.
I got a swig left.
Okay, you
All right,
can
you can still toast with a swig.
Been a
All
long
right,
day.
what are we toasting to?
Starbucks is not sponsored this, by the way.
No,
Starbucks.
our episode today is sponsored by Starbucks.
Starbucks and Patron
Hey.
and limes.
I don't know if they can, but okay.
I don't think so. What are we toasting to?
Let's toast to
Plan
B.
B. Woo! Why do you whisper it, Tish? The mic is right here. It's strong.
I just. All right, we're gonna focus, guys. I promise we're gonna be serious today.
Oh, this is actually kind of good.
All right, so first things first. Tish, why don't you tell us a little bit about like growing up?
Yep.
In North Carolina, you're a very like motivated person, super intelligent. Like, how did you navigate just like making plans for yourself? And when those didn't go well,
what did you do?
What did you do?
Yeah, so I guess I kind of have a funky background, I guess you can say. The only reason why I went to college was because my dad said either get out my house or get a job. So I don't really want to work yet. If I'm honest, I don't really want to work because I was going to pursue acting. That's what I wanted to do.
Oh my God, Tish! I'm gonna find you an audition. Oh my God!
No, please. Can we test your skills right now?
Oh my God!
No, wait. Let him and then we'll
Can we
give
do
you a
like a scenario?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait.
Okay, that was good. But yeah, that's what I wanted to pursue. I did a lot of theater growing up. So that's why I'm really dramatic. Yeah,
That's why you're dramatic.
I'm a really dramatic person. Just whatevs. But I was going to do that. My dad was like, "Who's going to pay for that?" Yeah. And I said, "You." And he said, "You who?" So that's when he said, "You better go to college or get a job." So that's kind of like my navigation to schooling, if you will.
Yeah.
And so when I went to school, I had no idea what I wanted to do. And I changed my major about 7 times.
Wow.
So trying to find myself. Through that, I learned that I really need to actually set goals for myself. And that's when everything started to, I guess, fall into place. I was like, I need to do something other than the people back at my home. Right? So I was the first one born in Raleigh. Everybody else is from a small town called Elizabeth City, North Carolina, and another, my dad is from a place called Currituck County.
What?
Yeah.
Say that again?
Now I'm country now, so don't. Currituck County.
Currituck County.
Currituck County.
Currituck.
Shout out to the 252.
Currituck County.
Currituck.
There's a CK at the end of that?
Yeah, Tuck.
Wow.
Currituck.
Okay.
County.
Like
this
not even a
city.
city.
It's a whole county.
Topsail?
They be like, I'm on a top sale.
Yeah,
but it's
top
top
sale.
sale.
What?
Topsail.
Yeah.
Topsail.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Welcome to the South. But yeah, you okay?
No, it's something.
Oh.
It's the ginger beer. It's Goya.
Oh,
you know that shit is
Sorry, go ahead, Tish.
But there wasn't a lot of different people in my family doing different things. And so I was like, I need to do something different. So which inspired me to go into business. And then I had an opportunity to travel abroad.
Yeah.
And I worked my tail off to do what I had to do to get there.
Yeah.
And I know that just kind of opened my mind to
what was
Plan
out
B.
there.
Yeah. I mean, Plan B, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have to become a teacher like my dad was forcing me or asked me to become.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go into the healthcare field like majority of my family. Like, there's other things to do outside of what they asked me to do. And I mean, that has made all the difference, really. So,
what school did you go to? Shout them out.
Shout out to the University of North Carolina, Greensboro.
Okay.
Chapel Hill.
Spartans.
Spartans, yes. In Greensboro, obviously, North Carolina. And then I got my master's at North Carolina Central University.
So I went to Wait
What
Tech
is it?
and
Eagles?
No, I don't.
Eagle, right?
Eagle.
Oh, is it? Yeah, because Wait Tech is Eagles too.
They want to be. Go ahead.
It was insignificant. Sorry. No, so I think somebody had asked me like, what sound do eagles make? That's a hot.
I don't know.
They're birds, though. They make that sound.
The what sound?
They make
the like. They're the hawkish sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I'm dead ass.
I
make that
Google it
sound.
now.
Is that? You don't have to Google.
It's like. Like
all
that.
I know is that we soar high.
All I know is that we soar high.
That's what we do. We soar high.
Well, that's cool. What are we doing next?
I'm looking for a bald eagle call. Oh.
I hate YouTube so much. I hate YouTube, bruh. I would legit love.
That's the sound they make.
I was so right.
It was close. You had a little bit more bass in your voice.
That was it? That was your dolphin or an eagle? First of all, that's why we don't have an animal show.
That's an animal show?
But, okay. All right, boom.
So, yeah.
So, you got your master's from Central.
Yep. And I got my bachelor's is in international business, marketing, and Spanish. Mm-hmm. And then I got my master's in information science. So, it's a technical degree.
Word.
Yeah.
Tech changing the world.
Yeah. But, yeah.
And how'd you pay for school?
So, the first year my dad covered.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Were you gonna be a teacher that first year?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I think at that point he was just happy that I went. Because I'm a very stubborn person, so I was like, I ain't going. Damn. But anyways,
you told your dad that?
I did.
Wow.
I mean,
I would have got beat.
What?
I mean,
my parents didn't pay for school and they almost beat my ass.
Right.
My dad's, he's a little softer on me, so he, you know. I did. My mom, she was kind of like, say no again. Right. Say no again. Give me a reason why. Yeah. So, yeah. He paid for that first year, and then my family had hit some economical problems, and I had to take out loans. Yeah. And I got, like, really happy.
About the loans?
Yeah, well, money, right? Oh. So, the concept of paying people back was not...
It wasn't there yet.
Yeah. I don't think it was for a lot of people, because I used to watch, like, all my friends, like, they went to Central and, like, other universities, and I used to get so, like, jealous when everybody got, like, a refund check, because they'll, like, ball out, like, you know, go buy stuff, eating steak and shrimp, like, the first week, and I'm just over here, like, let me go wipe this old lady's ass so I can get paid, and
eat some oodles and noodles.
But then, like, wow. But then after that, like, after I was done with school and I didn't have to worry about, like, paying back loans because I was paying for it out of pocket, then I appreciated it.
Yeah.
Listen, if I could go back in time and do, like, Wait Tech for 2 years or some type of community college for 2 years, I would. Yeah. And I tell kids that today, and I work in the community. Sure. Do your general ed courses
at a community college.
At a community college, and then finish your actual major degree.
And some people are much better in college settings than they are in high school, of course. And so it's like, do really well in your community college courses, and you can probably get some type of scholarship.
Exactly.
But coming out of high school, maybe you didn't do so well. Maybe you didn't appreciate where you were at. Things are a little bit more real now. Yeah. And so it's like, boom, you can do that. Yeah. I think one of the reasons why a lot of people don't do those things is because they feel like they're going to get left behind. And that was, like, my biggest thing. Yeah. It's like, I was on campus for a short ass while before I was like, all the money I had saved to pay for school ran out.
Wow.
And so, like, my dad gave me $1,000 because he came to visit me for my graduation and do, like, to visit the school. And he gave me $1,000. He's like, this is all I can give you. Yeah. And he's like, and I'm proud of you, but, you know, figure it out. I ain't got it. So it's like, you know, going and then having to leave. I was, like, clinically depressed for, like, a year. Shut the front door. Like, super depressed to the point where somebody had to, like, tell me, like, you're depressed. Like, I was having anxiety attacks at work. I was thinking about killing myself. Like, it was all because, like, my whole life I had been told, like, you're the smart one. You're going to do this. You're going to be doing this. And then I'm thinking I'm the same as everybody. Yeah. And I'm applying to colleges or getting track scholarships and not being able to receive them and get them. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? And then having to leave and see all my friends do the things in life that I thought I should also be doing. And I'm just sitting there working at Chick-fil-A like, what the fuck is this? Right. Yeah. So it's like, it's difficult. And then having to, like, come back from that reality of being like, oh, you're accepted into, like, Ivy League schools or whatever. And it's like, well, I guess I'll go to Chick-fil-A now and work my swing shift from 11 to 8 o'clock and figure out school after I save enough money to go back and stuff like that. And so that can be a toll for people like us because, you know, even though now looking back, I'm glad I don't have no loans to pay back. Yeah. Like, the experience that you guys had from
every month.
Dang, deducted, auto-deduct.
Yeah, auto-debit.
Yeah, but the experience was, I think, is what it makes it hard for us, because like outside looking in, it's like, damn, I wish I could have been there for these things or done these things. But I mean, I guess I learned from him. I'm a good person for all that crap. But,
and you don't have debt, so I mean, you're like a happy person technically.
Yeah.
Because all your money's your money.
Facts.
Yeah, that's why like I just went to community college, because I'm like, I ain't got no more money to pay for a freaking university. Like I don't. And then like when I first went to school, I went to school in Maryland, and I was in the pre-dentistry program, and so in Maryland, like the tuition is high, number one, and because I had just moved to that state, I was paying out of state, so my like tuition was like $5,000 a semester that we had to pay like out of pocket. So my dad has really good credit. I really probably fucked it up when I added my name to his Discover card. Daddy, I'm sorry,
my bad,
but it's lit for me. So so we racked up like $10,000 on the credit card, and mind you, I'm an international student, so I can only work technically on campus for like the 20 hours. And so and then my sisters were going through the same thing. Like two of them had like a scholarship, but whenever my sister went for her PhD, she had to do the same thing, like pay like out of state tuition and all that stuff. So we racked up credit card debt from paying for school, and we have to figure out a way to pay that back. It's good now, but like that was hard for us, and it was hard for us because it wasn't explained to us what the process was. Because when our parents left, they just left.
Right.
Like my parents set me up for school, and when I went to Maryland, it's because my aunt was my sponsor. So she basically said that she's going to take care of me financially and all that stuff.
So you guys have to get sponsored.
Yeah.
To go to school.
Right.
Yeah. Just like in a company, like if you go work for a company.
Right.
And so does that still apply to you guys? Like, do you still have to have sponsorships? Like, if you go work for a company, like, if you come to work for my company, like the company I work
Cisco
at.
would have to sponsor. Like, my status, I would have to get like my status, I'm good for another 2 years.
Right.
Individually as myself with nobody sponsoring me. But after that, if I want to stay in the U.S., I have to figure out something else. So in 2 years, if I'm not in the U.S. no more, you know what happened.
Same for you. Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. Especially, going back to the school thing, For you to get a sponsor, you have to find somebody that has, like, money in their account that shows that they can pay for your schooling from start to finish.
Like, they can pay.
Like, the money needs to be in their account.
You've got to be kidding me.
No.
Yeah, it's an affidavit of support because they're not going to let you come to the school because if you don't pay your tuition, they'll go to that person and be like, you sign an affidavit of support, you need to write a check for this tuition.
Money.
Shut the front door.
Yep.
And so that's why like you're not getting scholarship. Yeah. Even if you get a full ride scholarship, like you have a full ride scholarship to the school.
Yes.
And they know how you're getting your money.
Yeah.
If let's say I was living in Africa, in order for me to get on that plane and get to the United States, I still have to somebody sign an affidavit of support saying this is what it is. And some schools will do that. Yeah. But yeah.
So that
is wow. Absolutely speechless.
Yeah.
Didn't know it was like that.
Yeah. It's really hard.
So 2 years from now, you could potentially, hopefully, God willing, not.
Yeah. Be right ready again. But I'm probably, if at the end of the day, like if it doesn't happen in 2 years from now, just how like things are going right now in the U.S., like I don't feel welcome in the U.S. Like today, even I went to the USCIS website, which is the immigration website. Like U.S. citizens don't go on that site. Like there's no reason for y'all to go up there, unless y'all are about to adopt somebody from out of the country. Right. Literally, the banner on the thing was like, "Buy American, hire American."
And this is on the immigration site. So I was like, so Joan sent it to me and Linda, and I'm like, what is this?
Are y'all gonna like pop that?
Yeah, I'll pop that.
I'll pop that up there. Right here.
I got you, girl, on the edit, girl. No, so we're like,
sorry.
Tish doing this is not really editing it. It's not.
Right here.
It's all right.
Yeah.
You want me to put it over your face?
Yeah.
I got you.
It's gonna be like.
I'll figure it out. I'll put it out there somewhere. Anyways. Yeah, so that's like on an immigration site where immigrants go to see like what paperwork they need to get or like what the steps they need to get for like a green card, all that stuff. So on this banner, and then it's like all the directions like make sure that you're e-verifying all your like employees. We're trying to ensure like Americans keep their jobs or like some bullshit like that. And this is on the immigration website, you guys.
So it's like in a sense, it's like you're not welcome.
You're not.
Yeah. You're not
and
welcome.
It's like. Trump is a dickhead, bro. That's such some asshole shit. Like, I was so annoyed.
Piper.
Yeah. And that's just how it is. Like, it doesn't change the fact that we appreciate all that this country has done for us.
For sure.
But at the end of the day, recognizing that if something happens, we cannot be like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my parents for a little bit and like save up some money, or like, damn, I can't cover rent, like I need to call my sister or my dad, or I can take out a loan real quick. Like, I tried to take out loans when I went to school. I wasn't eligible. And also it's like, okay, so when I tried to sign up for FAFSA, they were like, you tried it.
Right.
So you can't do any FAFSA.
Can't do any FAFSA. I lost my job one time. Couldn't get unemployment. And my boss was willing to pay. He was like, sign up, I'll pay it for you. Put my social security card. And they were like, you are not eligible for this.
Yeah.
Shut up. And that is so weird. I'm sorry. My mind is trying to grasp it, but it can't.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you think about like what is like American, America is a melting pot. So how do you deny it?
Well, it's a melting pot.
It's supposedly
a melting pot for talents. So they'll take our talent.
They'll take some shady.
Yeah, it's like they'll take our talent. They'll take our tax dollars. And like even whenever Obama passed the Affordable Care Act, I didn't have insurance at the time, and you get fined.
Yeah,
you got fined for it. But the gag is, I could not be eligible for the Affordable Care Act because of my immigration status.
Shut the front door, y'all.
So I was being fined and not even able to get it.
Like, I want to, like, I definitely cry. That's really sad and unfortunate. And it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And that's where the people think it's like, oh, immigration is like, it's not easy for us.
Exactly.
We're not taking your jobs. We're not stealing your money.
Like,
we literally have to we can't even get it.
Exactly. Like, we're not even like on the bidding table.
Like, they don't consider us in this new thing.
So who's advocating for you? Like, who is like the person that's advocating for immigrants?
Immigrants. The thing is, like, nobody really is advocating for immigrants, like, except for, of course, there's immigration organizations and like coalitions of lawyers who are advocating, but Congress has never had real incentive to actually listen or do anything because everybody knows the immigration system is in shambles. They've been known this for years, but it's like, it hasn't really caused that much of a problem yet.
Right.
And so the only thing that seemed to light a fire under them was the whole DREAM Act, because it involved kids at one point. But nothing has changed. I mean, like, a person can come here and not for the purpose of having a child, but have a child who's an American citizen, and God forbid they find out that the parent is not, they'll take the child away. Yeah. Like, these parents, their daughter was getting, in the middle of surgery, ICE came to the hospital and took them to the deportation center, because the hospital had reported the kids' parents were not legal.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. Because of insurance.
Because of insurance.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How rude.
How rude.
Yeah.
So, actually, we do got a plan B. You can get married.
Right. Yeah.
You can get married.
You can.
So, anybody's
But what's that process? Because I have a friend who's an immigrant, and she has been, I wish I could call her up and ask her how long she's been trying this process. We went to UNCG together. Yeah. So she's been trying, like, since then. And she's been married for 2 or 3 years now, dating the guy for, before then. And
so she's been trying to get her papers?
Yes.
Yeah.
She hasn't even got her green card yet. She's, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, right, that's the first step.
Does she have a lawyer?
Yeah.
And she probably paying WAP.
Yeah, he's
it's an expensive process, especially if you get married.
If you're going through like the whole marriage process, the filing fee for the first document, just the filing fee, not the fee that you have to send in with it. The filing fee is $1,000. That's just one.
Right.
That's just one. And then you have to send a money order with the application.
The application
that they can say, and then they'll send you a confirmation like, yeah, I received it. We still reserve the right to tell you no. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So it's like immigrants jump through a lot of hoops, and like we have to do so much to kind of like just kind of stay where we are, or kind of like try to get up to where everybody else is at. Yeah. And it's like, because it's not in like the spotlight, nobody sees what we go through behind it.
And we don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it.
Because it may put us at risk. You don't know who's trying to clock you.
Right.
And I think it's easier for some who have their whole families here. Like, our story was a little bit worse.
Yeah.
Because
like half of y'all family is here, right?
It's just me and my sister here. Yeah. My sister was 21 when my parents left, and I was 14 going on 15 when my parents left. And so as a 14 and a half year old about to be 15, working as many hours as possible as I could in high school and trying to have a normal life.
Wow.
And then your parents call you a couple months and be like, can you send us some money? And doing that for like the rest of your, like even whenever you're in college, not being able to pay for school. And it's like, I still got to send money to my family. Like my mom's cancer treatments, we were paying for it. It's like we are the life insurance.
Right.
That's why our parents go so hard to be like, you need to go to school, you need to get a good job, you need to get a good life, because at the end of the day, we're the life insurance.
Yeah.
And we're the family's life insurance.
Like culturally.
Cultural.
So like I'm the youngest girl. My 3 older sisters are all married. So it's like whenever they get married, they start a new family. So like I'm next in line. And like my dad has this talk with me all the time. He's like, you're in charge of the family. Like you're taking care, like you're the one that has to make sure that we have somewhere to stay, or like, you know, like, you know, my mom and him, like if they retire or whatever, like I'm supposed to be that support system for them.
Even if you get married.
Well, when I get married, then it's like my little brother. But
whoever's single at the time.
Whoever's single at the time. So it's like, get married, Winnie, or you're gonna take care of it.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, but
it's really different. Like from my family, right? Like I could easily go back to my parents' house. They live up the street and around the corner.
Right.
By the way. You know what I'm saying? Off of Pool Road.
Don't give your parents that.
They can look it up.
They can.
It's everybody.
It's
everybody.
Like this could be their social security number. Okay, internet.
Yeah, internet be given away. But I could easily like move back home.
Right.
Insurance, like these things like I don't think of.
Yeah.
But I also take for granted. So I appreciate you guys shining the spotlight on it, because I took it for granted. Like growing up and like not having to worry about like distance or like health.
Yeah.
Like I was on my dad was a cop, so like he
had great good benefits.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Girl was living a life. Sick what?
Sick what?
My head hurts. Let me get a CAT scan.
A CAT scan?
Am I right?
Hear all the tests you want, bro. MRI. Why you an MRI? I think my pinky's broke.
My pinky's broke. It don't work.
Get out.
But you know, we take those things for granted here in America. Like, and I don't think people really realize that. That's not in the forefront of their mind.
Yeah.
It's so much deeper than that. And I ask like who's advocating for it, because it is an issue. Like you want the immigrants to pay taxes, like you want their money, you want their talents, but you don't want them as a person.
Yeah.
That means you don't value life.
No.
And to me that's weird to me. That's a really weird concept to try to grasp.
It's easily the people group I appreciate the most, how it's like the Latino community has done a really good job advocating not only for themselves, and that's why maybe people see them as the only immigrants that exist. Like there are Swedish people in this world who are blonde hair and blue eyed who are also illegal. Like it's not just black people. There's Europeans, there's Asians. Like a lot of us are all freeze. I'm stuck.
Just press the record button.
This guy?
Does it say record? Is it red?
No.
I got it.
Do you have a remote?
I don't know where it is.
Okay.
What is that?
Go.
Sorry, we had some technical difficulty.
I always have technical difficulties.
And we're back.
But yeah, it's like they started really pushing for their rights, and so in a sense, like the advancement of them has helped a lot with the immigrant community.
Yes.
But like honestly, we're easily hidden.
Yeah.
Because we hide on purpose to stay
under the radar.
Yeah.
And so like
you're a runaway fugitive.
No, literally,
And that's a scary life to live.
Yeah.
No, it's terrible.
Or unfortunate. Unfortunate.
But you know what though, and like I said, like in the first episode, like it crosses our minds like at the moment, but then
you don't have time to think about it.
Over it. Like you have to get over it because you still have to go to work,
do your thing,
live life, you know,
because you are their support system.
Yeah.
Like me and my sister have a joke that we're our family's bank. Like anytime something happens, we get a call. Yeah, and it's like at that point, me and Winnie have had several conversations about like just picking up, selling our stuff, and leaving. Like going somewhere else, doing something else, but we don't have that luxury. Yeah. We don't have a U.S. passport that doesn't need a visa for a majority of the countries in the world.
We would legit have to go to every single country, make sure we have an entry visa and a visa to leave. Yeah. And then go to another. Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
The U.S. passport is gold in the world. Yeah. Like, that passport can go anywhere. There's only certain countries, after 3 months, then you got to get a visa. But, like, you can go anywhere. You have such good relationships, or people are more so scared.
You had such good relationships.
You had.
But
that's not going to change anything. That passport still goes. So it's like, for us, it's not that easy to just be like, let's pick up and go. Or let me move to New York and chase my dream of working for the UN and becoming president.
Sugar daddy.
That too.
No, that's still on my list.
Well, no matter who you are, you want to find a sugar daddy.
Let me tell you.
Yo, me and my friend had having lunch today. We were talking. He was like, "Yo, I wish there was a Tinder to match you up with wealthy suitors."
Bro,
there's something like it.
That's what I was like. There's something like it. And he was like, "What's the name?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Yeah, but I've seen it. I've ran across it.
Tinder for wealthy people.
So
I'm broke, but I'm here.
Right.
Facts. I look good though.
Right.
You know,
look wealthy.
Don't I look wealthy?
Don't I look wealthy? Watch the show.
Is it because a nigga handsome and wealthy? Is it because a nigga cool like a professor? Professor!
Alright. Anyways.
Yes!
Watch out now.
Oh my god. Alright.
But so that's basically where that came from. In essence, we wish that things were differently. We wish we could just act on impulse and do fun things. And so whenever sometimes your immigrant friend or somebody's like, I can't do this with you, it's not because they don't want to. It's not because they didn't. Right? Extra.
She's so damn
really
extra.
Right? I don't even know where she gets that from. I don't know where she gets that.
Ask me whose cat it is.
Right.
Who cat is that?
I think it's Jones.
Anyway.
See? Exhibit A, bro.
Can I tell you a secret, John? You know, I think we're kindred spirits.
Why?
I love theater.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like when he used to come into my room in the mornings, I'd be singing Broadway plays.
No,
on a day.
for real. I have CDs at home, Broadway musicals.
CDs?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just aged myself.
Bruh.
But
it's okay.
I could do all of Les Mis in my bathroom.
Yeah. I love it. It's something about theater, being on stage, raw. It's blood, sweat, tears right there. I'm giving it all right there.
Oh, no cut. No
cut.
nothing.
There's no editing. It is you and the people and
the energy.
Oh
my God, that just spoke to my soul.
Yeah. I love it. I thought about doing like a little theater like around here just to get it out.
You should.
Okay, so by the way, I found an audition. We can be extras on Divorce Court.
I look.
I'm gonna be in there like with my fur jacket, like
I look good.
In your fur jacket?
Yes.
He said he was gonna pay.
Leave him.
Seeing him.
That's in Raleigh. No, that's in Tennessee.
That's a road trip.
Oh, it's
road
lit.
trip.
It's lit. All right, we gotta move on, guys.
All right, weekend recap.
Next.
What did we do this weekend?
Oh, a lot.
A lot?
Yes.
A lot of.
Like what?
So Friday we didn't do anything.
No, we went to sleep.
Friday. Yeah, I went to sleep. That was unusual, but the sleep was good. Woke up like mad early on Saturday.
Super productive.
Very productive. We were out literally all day. We went, where did we go in the morning?
We went and got some stuff for the Sunday dinner we were going to have. We went to Mac to find an eyebrow pencil.
Yeah. We went to Mac for an eyebrow pencil.
Because we had to draw on our eyebrows that night. We had
Shout out to the girls that draw the eyebrows.
Woo woo.
Shout out to Benefit
That's
Brown.
Oh,
Sponsor the video.
Benefit. We're sponsored today by Benefit.
And Mac. Anyways. So we went to the mall and then we came back. We got some food. Came back. Had to get ready for you guys. Get it together. All right?
A baby shower.
Then we went to a baby shower.
That's right.
That we showed up 2 hours late to.
Yes, I did.
But they started 30 minutes before we got there.
Thank you.
So
First of all.
What?
She didn't plan it, so maybe she knows.
Right. They can throw the baby shower underneath the
I mean, I'm just saying.
Shout out to Baby Grayson.
Yeah. Baby Grayson, we love you already.
Yeah, so we went to the baby shower, and then we went to go get the food for Sunday dinner. And then we came back home. We thought we could, like, chill and relax, but
it was a no.
No, so we had to get dressed and then we went to
pregame.
Yeah, pregame.
Game
and things got a little out of control.
Things went left at about 11 o'clock.
Not even. Not even 11. It was like
10:30.
Wow.
10:15.
10:15.
Yeah, because as soon as we walked through the door, it was like, shots!
Blunts outside!
Shots!
That's what happened.
It was crazy.
But Grits was fun. We don't remember any song that was playing because we were that drunk.
Tish, however.
Was Diddy.
Yes, that was
she
the
managed
balcony.
to find a balcony to stand over and look at the peasants.
To look at my kingdom. As they swagged and surfed.
Did we swag surf?
You did.
Fuck.
I have
swag surf.
And I was
you have it
on
I have it on Snapchat.
No,
I do.
Yo,
No.
yeah,
Oh,
it was
God.
crazy. I don't remember a thing. All I know is that one, we didn't get home in Winnie's car.
Holy crap.
There were so many people there.
It was a lot of. My kingdom was full.
Shut up, Tish.
As we danced the night
Yeah,
away.
it was crazy. It was crazy.
I love.
We gotta focus.
So anyways, the responsible thing we did was we Ubered, and I was sober enough to Uber home.
Good.
But we weren't sober enough to realize the Uber didn't drop us off at home.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
they dropped us off at the beginning of the neighborhood.
So we walked all the way
I don't even know.
Oh, God.
It's like we probably passed out in the car, woke up, saw a gate. We're like, okay, we're at the gate. We never even get out at the gate. Like, all you have to do is pull up. Anyways, I don't know what happened. So we walked.
Yeah. And then Winnie put some noodles on the stove.
It's all right.
Oh, yeah, tell the story.
And we both went to sleep. It was like, we both went to sleep. And the noodles on. My friend Jordan left her car key in Winnie's purse. Wake up.
That single car key.
Yeah, that single car key.
She saved our lives.
She saved our life.
Did she?
Plan B indeed was Jordan that night.
Shout out to Jordan.
Because other than that, our plan A would have been saying hi to Jesus.
No.
Come on. Take me to the king.
I don't know what to bring.
Hey. Okay.
But anyways.
My heart is torn.
All right. Okay, well.
Interpretive.
And then.
It's my offering.
Oh.
Take me as I am.
We can recap next day. Over here having choir practice.
No, wrong note.
Anyways.
You go high, go low. I said hi,
Sorry.
bro.
Okay.
Go ahead, finish. We can recap.
I can't.
Sorry.
All right. Weekend, Saturday. That was that. Sunday, we had Sunday dinner.
Amen.
A lot of people came over. It was good fellowship. Everybody had a good time.
Good way to recover.
Yeah. Food was lit.
Yes.
Like, food was really good.
Amen to
if
that.
you didn't come, you missed out.
We made oxtails,
Jerk chicken,
mac and cheese,
a cabbage, a rice and peas,
rice and plantains. Yeah. And then somebody brought brown stewed chicken.
Bought brown
Literally.
stew chicken, but it was still good. Steve.
Oh, Linda made peach cobbler.
Peach. Mother.
Let's give a round of applause.
Yeah, Linda.
Round of applause for Linda's peach
Yeah.
cobbler.
And that was her first time making it.
That's
Shout
my
out
first time
Steve.
ever having it.
Oh,
so
wow.
You don't want to have any other peach cobbler.
No.
I mean, there's
can't.
other ones, but
Why?
No,
But
I
anyways.
expected them to be as great.
But yeah, that was
So
our
that was
weekend.
good.
It was
fun.
great.
It was a good weekend.
It was a great weekend. It was a
I was
good
drained
because
today,
Yeah. Today was tough. Today was a tough day to get through.
Monday.
I'm not gonna
It
lie.
is Monday.
so-
Today was like the definition of what a Monday is.
But before we end our weekend recap,
Monday.
I want to give a shout out to our favorite person that we got the chance to see on Sunday, Jerome.
Roman.
I know you're
Roman.
We love Jerome. He is the best person ever, the funniest person ever.
Facts.
He just makes us happy with his
And
presence.
he watches our podcast.
We love
He told me to put it on as background noise. He's
Oh.
like, he said, is that weird? He's like,
Oh,
he's like, we can't do that, Jerome.
so
very
follow
supportive.
Jerome. It is
Very.
Jerome J. Sanders on Instagram.
I'm editing it.
I'm not gonna edit. I'm just hear my words and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we love you,
So-
Jerome. You're one of our favorite people. We
Yeah.
appreciate your friendship and you as
And
a
your
person.
support.
You're
Thanks.
awesome.
So that was that for weekend recap.
Yeah.
What's next?
What's next?
World recap.
Tish is like, what's that? It was that.
Tish is not here for.
Yeah.
Well, so what recap? We just talk about what's going on in the world, whether
Yeah.
it's local or international.
In this case, it's both.
In this case, it is a little bit of both. So,
Yeah.
Winnie, take it away.
Oh, I'm starting?
Yeah.
Okay. I just did weekend recap. All right. All right. So, I'm not sure if you guys saw it on the news, but like there was this fight in Parliament in Uganda, and when I say fight, it was a brawl.
Knee.
Like chairs being thrown, people getting
Which source?
Huh?
What source?
What source?
CNN or something?
You can find on BBC, CNN,
every news.
Instagram, Twitter.
Facts.
Excuse me.
So it was like, oh, you didn't see it?
Nope.
Oh, it's a brawl, and I'll pop the video up so y'all can see a little snippet of it. Don't be it's okay. Bruh. Well, anyways, brawl. So the brawl started because the president's his party. Mm-hmm. His party has basically more than 50% of the seats in the House. Nice. So he's 73, right? Oh. He's been president since 1986.
Wow.
Okay. Now, this is his fifth term that he's the president. In 2006, the rules were in Uganda you only do 2 terms, which is normal. Okay. So they changed the law, right, so that there's an unlimited amount of times that you can run for president, so he could remain in his seat. Wow. Now this time, there's an age cap. Which is 75. The next election is 2021. Yep. So
he can't run.
He can't. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So his party is proposing an amendment and saying that we're trying to take the age cap off so that he can run for president again. So the opposition was like, "Fuck that! We don't want it. Like we're tired of you. Like what are you doing?" Like he had all these things where he would say, "Oh, I'm not running for president," and then next you see a billboard,
right?
President, right? And then there's always been like speculation around people that run against him because some of them end up dead or like the one that was almost gonna win. It's very scandalous. It's very scandalous because the one that was that had a chance against him. Yeah. He got arrested and had all these like rape accusations and all this. It was nuts. Like, I think he got kicked out of the country. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it happens.
It's our life.
Yeah. So it's like, so that's why they were upset. And the brawl was 2 days. Mm-hmm. It was 2 days. They fought the first day. They said, go home. Now, what the president did after everybody went home, he told the police, go to all the opposing members and arrest them. Oh, God.
So, and he is the president, so he has that ability.
Yeah. Yes. Ain't that so, legit, like, there's this guy. Well, he's a singer, but he's a parliament member. I don't know. He's the most.
As long as you have money, you can be in the government in Africa.
He's the most. So, he has, like, I guess he has this posse that was recording him, like, trying to, like, get ready to go because the police were on their way. Yeah. Like, he's, like, on his way there. Police trucks show up and corner his car. Yeah. He's in a pickup, so he like goes around and boom, and like police are legit like following him. He gets out the car, they're running like trying to arrest him. But once he gets on, like I guess the parliament, like he's like
can't be arrested. Yeah,
it's nuts.
So the second fight breaks out.
It's nuts.
The craziest thing is, in the middle of this fight, somebody's standing on a chair waving the Ugandan flag.
But wait, there was a guy that like hit a spin and like hit like a Michael Jackson movie. I swear to you.
And then Lee jumps off and is jumping off punching somebody.
But it was the most. It's the most. And it's crazy. So I'm like, okay, that's what's happening in Uganda right now. So they have to. So they didn't want him to like to propose the bill. The bill. Yeah. So they have a month to get it together, and he's gonna win because he's majority of the House anyway. And like the second largest organization, they have only 39 seats. As opposed to 219 of the president. So yeah, so
either he has to get killed or he has to be president again.
And then he's like, stay tuned. He was gonna go down and he's like, oh, I'm gonna find my successor. And then he was like, no, I changed my mind. He's like, I'm gonna see Uganda to the end. You know, I'm gonna finish what I started. Like he does, and then he wants to give it to his son. So he basically wants to turn it into
King John Uganda.
Yeah. King John was 70. Oh. It's so much, bro. So yeah, so that's what's going on. So we'll keep you updated on what the fuck happens. But
has he helped the country at all, or
not like he says that he wanted to. It's been 1986. His goal is to make Uganda a first world country. If you were in power since 1986, it is now 2017, and it's kind of still in the same place. Like, who texting us?
Yeah. It comes to a point where keeping power, and that's a prime example in the United States. Yeah. Keeping power is more important than passing policy that helps the people. Yeah. Wow.
And now he's getting old and senile, so anybody that opposes him,
he wants to kill.
He wants to kill him or beat them up.
Or beat him up.
It's so obnoxious.
This is hilarious.
It's so obnoxious.
Is that him? That's him?
But he's like, he's
see
like,
me in these streets.
Yeah. See me in these streets. See these hands when I see you. It's on sight.
Nah, he don't throw no hands. Nope. Police do that. But yeah, so that's it for World Recap for Uganda. Now I guess we'll bring it domestic.
Yeah. World Recap domestic. Actually, it's North Carolina.
Hey.
Tom Tillis, who actually is a Republican, which was very surprising, proposed an immigration bill for North Carolina for the Dreamers, giving them a pathway to citizenship. It's a 15-year pathway to citizenship. You have to apply for every 5 years for temporary permanent residence, go through background checks and all that stuff, which is normal.
15 years. And
after 10 years, you can apply for your green card, and then after 5 more years, you can apply for your citizenship. But
15 years.
15. Some of us, look, we grown at this point.
Yeah.
At this time, I'm just probably gonna find somebody to marry my ass.
Yeah. I'm 15 years.
Yeah, 15 years.
But that's kind of like for if you have a sibling that has like a green card or is a citizen, if you get a sibling to apply for you, it's a 10-year process.
But you at least have a green card.
No, it's a 10-year process to get the green card.
10 years?
Yep.
It's 10 years now. Y'all, this is too much.
It's okay. It's a lot, right? It's a lot.
You should have had a drink.
You should have had a drink. But the kicker for this whole thing is, in order to receive this to its entirety, you either have to have a post-secondary degree or you have to enroll into the military. The kicker is, though...
See, they're trying to use your bodies.
Exactly. You can't get your school paid for as a dreamer. You're not eligible for FAFSA. You can get scholarships, you can get loans or whatever. No, they probably did think that through because they know they're going to war. So it's like, you know what? Yeah, you have to have a college education. And most of the dreamers have gone and done that. But a lot of them are now like 25, 30 years old, and they have full life careers and families. So now they have to enroll in the military, and that means they're active duty. They have to be active duty for a certain amount of time, and they're probably gonna get called up. And so that's what was proposed, and basically people are reaching out to their representatives to say, look, if you're gonna say they have to go to school, you need to make sure they're able to receive support for school. And 15 years is way too long because some of these kids are not dreamer children anymore. They're dreamer young adults. And so 15 more years, they're going to be in their 40s. And at that point, they don't find another way. Or left. And so it's killing the whole thing. You should do a normal pathway, which is 5 to 10 years, or just give time served. Like, if they've been here for legally now for 6 years, let that count towards the 15 and be like, now you have to do this many more years.
Pause. I thought he was going to at least shave off. No.
15 years starting new.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir, right?
Yeah. No, sir.
And
no, sir.
It don't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. And so that's what's going on in North Carolina right now. That's a proposed thing. He's brought it up. They're supposed to be voting on it, I think, whenever it comes up. But for anybody who's in North Carolina that's voting, which is early voting already started for North Carolina, but really look at what your representatives for your region, what they're advocating for, what they plan on voting yes or no on, and if you want them to do something, call them, write a letter,
attend the forums.
Attend the forums.
This is what I hate. People don't attend the forums and they don't ask hard questions.
Right.
People settle for, what is your plan? And people will give a general statement. No, what is your plan? It should have already been thought through. So it should be, I plan to do this within 30, 60, 90 days. If we have to do it in corporate America, then you have to do it as a person running the freaking state. Yes, that's right. Because if I lose my job after 90 days because I didn't follow my plan, you should lose your job for 90 days because I didn't follow your plan. Preach, Joni. Preach up. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Mama. Oh my God.
Charlie look good tonight. Get it.
Anyways, but so that is Other than that, of course, same thing. Las Vegas happened recently. You were about to be over, right?
I was about to say word.
Las Vegas happened.
Prayers,
per usual, white man shot up everybody, and they saying he's unstable.
And then they have a happy ass picture with him with a drink in his hand.
So weird.
Watch whiteness work.
Yeah. Must be nice.
Quite nice, huh?
Nice. Yeah.
Must be
nice.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the World Recap.
You were late, Tish. You were late. Anyways. All right, so now...
That's it for today. Yeah.
That always just gets me because I'm like, dang, what's next?
Next is our songs of the week.
Songs of the week. Songs of the week. Songs of the week. Song.
Week.
What?
Hey!
That's hilarious.
Oh, God.
All right, well, our guest of honor, she has a song of the week. What's up? What's your song?
Oh, is it my, Buika?
Yeah. Buika. But we played it coming in today.
Yeah, you guys,
we need another song.
Oh, well.
No, it can be your song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be your song.
Yeah,
so
I love that song.
This is Siboney.
Buika. Spanish.
She's
little
Spanish.
culture for you.
Yeah. Hola, papi.
No, hola, papi.
Hola, papi.
It's a really long intro. Really long intro.
Hey.
All right.
Go check her out on Spotify.
Check her out, Buika.
She will be on this week's playlist.
Yeah.
She's currently in Mexico for your all's fan base in Mexico.
Yeah.
On tour.
You said on Mexico?
In Mexico.
In Mexico?
Oh.
If you haven't been affected by the earthquakes, go ahead and see her.
What? All right, Joe.
Next. All right. So I guess mine. It's gonna be a song by the Hustle Gang.
Okay.
It's called Friends.
All right.
And how many of us have them? Friends.
Yeah.
And all these intros are so long.
Just skip to the meat.
The meat.
Skip to that meat.
That meat. 95 man with the polo ball. Cuban link on with the keys P.
That's how stupid niggas look, and I'm one of those niggas.
Hey!
That's nice.
It's nice. It gets better as it goes on, so listen to the whole song. All right. That's my first one.
So mine is gonna be, I should have done this last week because of the whole Dave East story, but it's gonna be Maneuver by Dave East.
Who's real?
And French Montana.
Who's real?
He is a real man.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, a lot of people haven't heard about him.
No, I thought he was just an actor on...
An actor.
Being Mary Jane.
Didn't know he was real.
Yeah.
Real fine.
If it's about a bag, I'ma know. I'm on the head, I'ma know. Fresh out the trap, I'ma know. And I fall, I'ma know. BBS is on me. Keep my weapon on me. Protect for me. My bitch, I'm free.
Alright, that's it. I'm hot. This margarita was strong.
It was
strong.
With
a K.
What's your numbers 2, girl?
This is an oldie but a goodie.
All right.
My girl Riri, shout out to Fenty Beauty.
Hey, glowing. Look, trophy wife, shining. Trophy wife, shining.
It's not. Love must be love.
All right, ready?
No, this is Kiss It Better, John.
She said Kiss It Better.
No, she said Love on the Brain.
Oh, damn, I thought she said
Damn
Kiss
it,
It
Joan,
Better.
you have one job, Joan. You had one job.
My bad. I thought she said Kiss It Better.
No, but... I wonder if anybody listens to this portion of the podcast. They probably fast forward through it.
They be like,
And you got me like, oh, what you want from me? What you want from me? And you try to hide your pretty love and us too. Baby, you got me like, oh. You love when I fall apart. So you can put me together. What's this? Whoa. Baby, you got me like, oh. Don't you stop loving me. You can't play the whole song. Loving me. You stop loving me. And babe, I'm just horrified. Just to get close to you. The burns of and I'll run for miles just to get a taste. Must be love on the brain. That's got me feeling this way. It makes me black and blue, but I can't think of you. What was that? Oh my God! Oh my God! Was that it for me?
No, that's it.
I didn't get the job? No. I didn't get the job? Next round, no? Oh, damn
second
it.
audition? No.
Oh,
Okay.
God. Alright, I guess my second one is Majid Jordan has a new song featuring Division. It's called My Imagination.
Oh, like Willy Wonka.
I mean, I guess you can
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought about
exactly
what you
where we
said.
are.
Really?
I hate these long intros.
Oh, still going.
21 seconds in.
Come on, bro.
There we go. Okay.
My imagination.
Need some
I'm glad that they made a what is this
combination,
called?
right?
Yeah. That's what, yeah. Cause Roy Woods,
It's a celebration, but I've been here mistaken. Someone for you.
So that was one. It's a very good one. It's a nice little thing to bop to.
Bop, bop.
Oh God, where you at, Winnie? Last one of the night.
oh shit, oh my
And
god.
end it right.
Oh no, this is so much pressure.
Pressure has a remix.
Who? Oh, Leg Over by Mr. Eazi, bruh. Got a new remix.
You know what it is?
Mr. Eazi.
You know he has a new mixtape. I haven't listened to it.
Featuring French
Majid.
Montana and Ty Dolla
Montana.
Sign.
Oh,
Now, baby girl, tell me where you come from.
Gotta.
Cause you got me
Riley.
confused when you move that ball.
Uganda.
You give me let go.
I hate that my shit is
Got me
like
confused
3
when you
syllables,
bend
bruh.
over. We're gonna do it till we hungover. Black shades on, we ain't never sold.
Alright guys, the song portion just took like forever 10 minutes.
Stay
But it's
tuned
okay.
for our scene from a fellow thespian, Tish, from The Color Purple.
Yes. Let go.
My baby give me